I'm Pam Rader at Shift Power Yoga, and welcome to your week 5 practice. This week's theme is centering, and the laws of transformation that we're working with are don't rush the process and be true to yourself. Take child's pose. And start to awaken your Ujjayi breath. And savor this moment, savor this breath. You know, for me, when I start a practice, I'm often impatient. I'm often rushing the process. I want to get moving right away. I'm resistant to being still. And the lesson that I've learned from that is to look for that in other areas of my life. And I was really saddened to realize that I was missing a whole lot of my life because I was impatient. I invite you to be in each breath, in each moment, and recognize the beauty and the magic that's available to you in each moment. Take downward facing dog. You ground down like earth in your heels and in your hands. Begin to build a fire in your belly. Draw in Uddiyana Bandha. Set your drishti, your gaze somewhere around your toes or the middle of your mat. It's a place that your neck can be neutral, but be intentional. Float your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee, lift it towards the ceiling, and send your right hip stacking up over your left. That's a really complicated way to say open your hip. Let your left heel drop. And stretch your heart a little bit forward between your hands. Lengthen your right leg, touch your toes down, and float your left leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip, and be true to you here. Oftentimes we have stories about what's true. Well, I'm resting, I'm tired, I need to be more compassionate to myself, when in actuality, we're using that as a reason to take ourselves out. Be true to you in that if you can, you must. Give what you've got. Lengthen your left leg, touch your foot down, and walk your feet to your hands. Take ragdoll pose, soften your knees, scoop up your elbows. Make your feet, inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Hug your outer shins in. Draw your navel to your spine and allow your crown to reach for the ground. Be present in this moment, this breath, in this body. Release your hands to the earth. And inhale, rise up to Tadasana, mountain pose. And again, make your feet, allow your tailbone to descend and the front of your pelvis rises, navel to spine. Soften your bottom ribs in. Reach your shoulders up and back. And draw everything to the center line of your body, like there's a magnetic force at the center of you. This practice is a returning. All things return. It's a returning to your center. Bring your hands together and move them through your heart center. And close your eyes. Take a moment to get centered in your feet, in your breath, and in your intention for your practice. And let's begin our practice with a single Om. Take a deep breath in. Open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your hands to the ceiling. Bow forward as you exhale. Inhale to halfway lift. Plant your hands and go to high plank. Pause here in your high plank. Just pause. And create your Tadasana here. Bring your heels forward over the tips of your toes and then energetically send them back. So they stay high, but there's energy out your heels. Lift your thighs. Lift your belly. Melt your shoulders. Drishti, 2 feet in front of the mat. Why not? 2 feet in front of the mat. Don't rush the process. Here, stay, be with. Low push-up. Upward facing dog, pause. Downward facing dog, exhale. Ujjayi breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Empty. And breathe in. Let it go. Bend your knees and float to the top of your mat. Lift halfway up, inhale. And bow. Inhale, rise to the sky, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low push-up. Keep your drishti forward. Upward dog, fire up your legs. Downward dog, pull back with your core. 1 breath in. Let it go. Bend your knees and go to the top of your mat. Lift halfway up and bow. Rise, press the floor as you reach your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, like the quality of like pouring oil. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. So this flow, down dog, and it's patient. 1 breath in, and let it go. Bend your knees, go to the top of your mat. Lift halfway up. And bow. Utkatasana, chair pose. Straighten your arms. Take your upper arm bones back. And sit your hips lower. Create more length in your side body. So to do that, drop your hips and reach your fingertips higher. Come out of the waiting room, the waiting game, if you're there. And be right here, not rushing the process. The reason we don't rush the process is the prize is in the process. When we're busy looking ahead, we miss it. We miss the prize. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Low push-up. Upward dog. Down dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior 1. Rise. Beautiful. And be in the process, in the dance of creating warrior 1 from a place of true for you. What's true for you right now? What energy are you really showing up with? Does it align with your higher intentions this evening? Is something more possible here for you? When we work from a space of truth, the things in our lives tend to work, and the things on your mat tend to work. Go up and back, low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, rise. And you're like, even though your breath takes you patient, yeah? Find the process here. Take your left knee to the left a little bit. Out over your pinky toe edge. A little more, Lisa. Your left knee. Yeah, you got it. Everyone drive your left knee forward and reach your upper arm bones back. And now ask yourself, what's possible here? Is something new possible? Am I in resistance? What am I creating? Curiosity. Plant your hands, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Let it all go. Bend your knees, go to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And you fold down deep. Take chair pose. And bow. Half lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. Reach your fingers to the sky. Low push up, go. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Warrior one, left side. Drishti up. Low push up. Press the floor with your hands and your feet. Upward facing dog. Downward dog, pull back with your core. Ujjayi breath in. Let it go. Bend your knees, up to the top you go. Halfway lift, and fold. Chair pose, but let's do a kindergarten chair. Sink yourself back a little more. Oh, yeah, kindergarten chair. Or you should be accustomed to that size of chair. The teacher of grade ones and the smaller chairs. Sink a little lower. You guys are tall for kindergarten. Reach your arm bones back. Bow forward. Lift halfway and stretch your heart forward, tailbone back. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot warrior one. Low push up. Up dog. And down dog. Left foot, warrior one. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One breath in. Sigh it out. Bend your knees, go to the top of your mat. Lift halfway, fill up. Empty as you fold. Chair pose, low. Exhale, fold. Stretch your heart forward, halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog, breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Open to warrior two. Set your drishti along your right middle finger. Hug your heels towards each other here. Just hug them in. Really engage your inner thighs. Bring your shoulders up and back. And stay right here with this, with what's happening in the now. Reverse your warrior. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. And plant your hands, go to three-legged dog with your right leg in the air. Bend your right knee and flip your dog. All 10 toes point to 12 o'clock, yes? So check out where the position of your toes is. And lift your hips up high. Now be true to you, and like waiting this out, rushing the process isn't being true. What's true is what's possible here. Get curious. You say curiosity killed the cat, but you know what? They're judgmental little sons of bitches. So that's a bad thing to say on video. Go forward and have a high plank. And what curiosity really does here is judgment, right? Come to side plank on your right. Getting curious takes away the assumptions, the judgment, and you just get to see in truth what is possible. Lift your hips, lift your left leg. Press the floor with your right index finger knuckle. Set your eyes to your left fingers. Nowhere to go, nothing to get done. Plant your hands, go to high plank. Low push-up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, rise up, warrior one. Warrior two, open and pause. And commit to your warrior two right away. Your drishti right away. And committing to your drishti, it takes you right out of your head and into your physical point of room. Yeah. So you're in the process. Drive your left knee forward. And move your tailbone a little more towards your left knee. Reach your crown to the ceiling. Sink your hips to the earth. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, low push-up. No, go to three-legged dog. Three-legged dog. Bend your left knee and flip your dog. Take it all the way over. And wake up your fingertips. Wake them up, like spread each space between each finger and follow your fingers with your eyes. See where they take you. And if it's possible for you, reach for the floor. Maybe you find like your fingers almost touch. Maybe there's a wheel possible for you. Oh, slippery, slippery. And go to high plank. Take side plank, Vasisthasana on your left. Stay with your commitment here to drishti, ujjayi, commitment to getting what you came for. Lift your right leg, lift your hips. And up, up you go. Lift higher, Carol. You lift higher, lift, lift, lift. Yes. Go to high plank. Low push-up. Up dog. Down dog, exhale. Lift your right leg up and back to where the ceiling meets the wall. Bring your knee to your nose and pause. Pull your chest away from the floor. Now hide your toes behind your bum cheek, like really hide them so you can't see your foot. Yeah. Dustin was smart, and he just looked forward so he can't see his foot. He's cheating. He's finding a way. I suppose that's a way. Bring your knee forward between your arms and pause for 3. Right between your arms. Yes for it. 2. And step your right foot forward. Crescent lunge rise. Set your drishti where the ceiling meets the wall. Let your tailbone descend and the front of your pelvis rise. And go up and back. Hug your arm bones in towards each other. And from the skin to the muscle to the bone, hug into the center of you. And from the center of you, extend up and back. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and take your left elbow to your outer right thigh. Every breath, recommit to being true to you. It's an inhale to find some length. Exhale to squeeze your belly and twist. Open your arms. Follow your right hand with your eyes. Drift to your right hand and go back. Lean back. Unwind to warrior two. Fierce drishti to your right hand because you are badass. Yes. You are a yes for what you came for, what you want. I don't know what that is. Sometimes it's just sweat, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I get on my mat and I'm like, teacher, shut up, I just want to sweat. And sometimes there's something really going on in my life, and my mat is my mirror to reflect on who I'm being in that place in my life. For real. Side angle, right hand to the earth, a block, or your elbow to your thigh. And open your left arm to the sky. Now draw your right hip back and underneath your left bump. Lift your left inner ankle away from the earth. Drive your right knee forward. Take your left hand behind your back. If you'd like, find a bind or half bind or a full bind. And if you're not quite at the full bind, don't rush the process. There's so much to be found in the basic postures and in going back to the beginning. You learn so much. So catching your hands isn't the prize. Land your hands on the earth, go back to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Bring your left knee to your nose and pause. Press the floor to lift your core. And is it true that this is hard? Is it true that this is easy? Is it true that you can or you can't? The beauty is you get to decide. Step your left foot between your hands, crescent lunge rise. Check in, moment by moment. Go up and back, and start to create a back bend here, lifting the bottom of your sternum. Drive your tailbone down and forward towards the top of the mat, and lift the front of your pelvis up. And then find something brand new. Get curious here, so nice. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, and twist your right elbow to your outer left thigh. Open your arms. Pause here. And twist a little more. And some of you might be on to the next thing already, or out thinking about something else. Come back. There's something here for you. Unwind to warrior two. And pause here. Side angle. Take your left hand down, right arm to the sky. For me, one of the life places where it really became clear to me that I needed to get present and not rush the process is when other people in my life speak to me. I would feel like I wanted to, I don't know if you guys get this, but like I wanted to push their belly button so they'd spit it out faster because I thought I knew what they were going to say. Or I already knew the answer. And I was rushing the process of just being with someone and allowing them to be heard. And it's like magic when you just catch that and you commit to just listening, being in the process of life and breath with another human being. Take your right hand behind your back and open. Press your right outer ankle to the earth, the right outer edge of your right foot now. Yeah, lift your right inner thigh. Good. Lean back into the sensation, and plant your hands on the floor, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Down dog, pull back with your core. Breathe in. And out. Bend your knees, hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Chair pose. See, you guys wanted to graduate from kindergarten so fast. Come down, come down. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and twist to your right. Yeah. So find a prayer twist here. Just check in, knees and hips are side by side. Yeah. And sink your hips lower than your heart. And there's something new possible here. Open your arms. Twist a little deeper. And if it's true for you, stay where you are. And if it's true for you, take side crow. And don't make any story about it. Don't make any fuss about it. Just like check in with what's possible. Flex your feet, yes. Lift your head, lift your eyes. Good, Kelly, good, yes. Side crows, come back to your prayer twist. Beautiful, Lori, yay! And bow forward, take ragdoll. Scoop up your elbows. I'm not sure, I have to check the statistics, but I think we might be one of the only studios that actually cheers for each other like when they're like in class. And we'll just keep that because it's cool. Release your hands to the floor and take chair pose again. Brand new chair, brand new breath. Bring your hands in front of your heart and twist to the badass wall to your left. If you're watching the video and you don't have a badass wall, twist to your badass wall. Drop your hips and lift your heart. And squeeze your belly. And your eyes can lead you somewhere new here. So send your drishti up and back. Open your arms, open them wide. You stay right here, you stay, or you play. Stay or play, side crow. And if it's true for you, go. If you're not sure if it's true for you, go and find out once and for all. Do the thing that you're wondering about. Flex your feet, side crows, yes. 2, and 1. Woo! Come back to your prayer twist. Bow forward and take gorilla pose here. Hands under your feet, right up to your wrist creases, please. And when we employ patience, all things are possible, right, Lori? You've been working on that for like a year and a half? Yeah, right? And like today, you just flew So you just chip away at it a little bit with some patience every week, every day, all the time. Release your hands, toe heel your feet together, and inhale, rise up to standing. Sweep your arms to the sky. Take your right arm under your left and your right leg over your left. Eagle pose, right side. And again, be conscious of your center, drawing everything in from front to back, from left to right, into the center of your being, and from the center of you, begin to expand out into this room, energetically, with your breath, with your intention, and with your physical body. Expand. Unwind, reach up. Eagle pose, left side. Squeeze the uppermost part of your inner thighs towards each other. Shift your knees to the left and your elbows to the right. And lift your arm bones up. Unwind, sweep up. Eagle pose, second set, right side. Lift your elbows to shoulder height and draw your upper arm bones back. Now press the ground and reach your crown. So your standing heel presses into the earth. Reach your crown to the sky and expand out in every direction. Maybe it expands the corners of your mouth towards your ears. Unwind, reach up, and take eagle on your left. And do this eagle like there's nowhere to go, and there's nothing to get done. Like right here is all there is. And it just might be all there is, this breath, this moment. So why rush it? Unravel, sweep your arms to the sky, and bring them together in front of your heart. Take your left hand to your left hip and take standing leg raise on your right. You can choose to grab hold of your knee or your big toe or the outer edge of your right foot. And if it's true for you that you can work with an extended leg, then work with an extended leg. Ujjayi breath has left the building. Open your leg to the right and your eyes and your arm to the left. Yeah, help somebody out. Yeah. Lift your sternum. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Come back to center. So reach both arms straight up to the sky. Extend your right leg out in front. Send your right leg back. Reach your fingertips to the back wall for airplane pose. And if it's true for you that you could reach your fingertips up beside your ears in third warrior or another variation, then do that. Do the work that you know is true for you. And sometimes you test it out and your body's like, yeah, not today. So what? You found out the truth. Press out through your heel, out through your fingertips for 3. Turn your right inner thigh to the sky. 2. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and take half move. Stack your hips. Other way we suck left hand. Yeah, right to the sky. Stack your right hip on your left and pull back. Your right hip back. Yes. And if it's true for you that you can catch your right ankle and take Shavasana, then do that. And if you want to put an end to the debate, the endless debate in your head about what you can and can't do, then you just check. Just check. Can I catch my foot? Doesn't mean anything either way. It's just like you're working with truth. Good, Josh. Pull back. Yes. Oh, 3. Lean back, stay with it, don't rush it. 2, there's something here for you. Now we lift your right heel. And 1, step your feet together side by side. Oh. Inhale, rise up, sweep your arms to the sky. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Make your hair adjustments, ponytail adjustments, wardrobe adjustments. Sometimes they're necessary. And take standing leg raise on your left. Integrate your left femur bone, your leg bone, into your hip socket. From that integrated space, center, open up your leg to the left, and open your right arm to the right. And then expand out. Don't reach your heel. Collins is trying to help you. And you look at, like, she's like so close to you. Look at that. Oh, 129. Knock you over. It's so lovely when someone grabs your heel, right? Yeah. Come back to center and reach your arms up to the side. Kick your left leg straight out in front and pause. Dekasana, airplane. The truth is that you don't know what you're capable of. In moments of tragedy or difficulty or emergency, we find like unprecedented strength and courage. Was it suddenly given to you? No. It's here, and that's the truth. Reach your arms straight out in front and access what's possible. For 3, reach your fingertips. 2, lift your back heel and stretch it. 1, hands to heart center, half moon, open towards the badass wall. If it's possible to look up, look up. If it makes you fall to look up anyway and just see what happens. And if it's possible to take Shavasana, then do that. Lean back. Send your hips to the wall that you're looking at. And pull your chest back, open. Fullest expression. Expand and step your feet together side by side. Oh. Bow forward here. Sweep your arms to the sky. Bring your hands to heart center and take tree pose. We know tree has like this amazing popularity in this plank. I think for me, not rushing the process comes when I remind myself that I've got to have faith in the process. Trust that I'm doing the work, and what I need to know will be revealed to me in the right moment. In all the rushing, you might miss that little bit that we're looking for. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and step down. Take tree pose on the opposite side. Left foot comes up, either your calf or your thigh. Press your palms together and find an expression that's true for you today. As a teacher, there's a truth that I know, and that's that you do a more expressive pose if I just stand next to you. It's like the best adjustment ever for me to just come stand next to you. And that tells you something, right? Reach up. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and step down. Pause, close your eyes. Take a moment here to just stand in your truth. And the truth really is that at the center of you, the space that is you, there's nothing but love. Everything else lives in the periphery. Anger, guilt, shame, doubt, fear, it's all on the exterior. The center of you, what moves you, the thing that beats your heart, it's love. Open your eyes, inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Fold yourself forward. Lift halfway up. Step back, low push up. Upward facing dog. And downward dog. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Warrior one, rise. Open to warrior two. Take triangle pose. Straighten your right leg and reach your torso over your right leg. And take your hand to a block on the outside of your shin. You could take your hand to your shin and then look up. Open up. Lean back. Let your left arm pull you up to warrior two. Sit on your right foot to face the badass wall. Take your hands to your hips and hinge forward. Prasarita Padottanasana. Place your hands on the earth. Move your inner ankles away from each other. Press your outer ankles down. Turn your inner thighs towards the mirror wall behind you. And lift your tailbone to the sky. Take your hands to your hips and come up to standing. Spin your toes to 12 o'clock. Step your back foot in a third of the way. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze them together on your back and bow forward over your right thigh. It's a pyramid pose. You can choose to place your hands on the floor, or if blocks make this more accessible for you, use blocks or like whatever your water bottles are fantastic props. And reach your chin forward over your toes just a little bit. Find some length in your front body. Now bow over your front thigh even more. Come into a halfway lift. Find your left hand on a block and open your right arm to the sky, twisting triangle. Beautiful. Level hip. So most of you will pull your right hip back. Reach your heart forward, your tailbone back, and squeeze your belly to twist. Crown forward, hips back, belly in and twist. Once more, reach, twist. Plant your hands, high plank, low push-up. Upward dog, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Warrior one, reach the fingertips to the sky. Open to warrior two. Triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Find your fullest expression. When we're waiting for another time, another day, another place to do it right out of this moment right away, come here now, invite yourself here now, and expand from where you stand. Warrior two. Spin on your left foot to face the mirror wall. Interlace your hands behind your back. Knuckles down. Hinge forward, back. Let your hands come up over your head. And soften your shoulder blades. There you go. Now be a little scary with yourself here. Tip your weight forward into the front half of your feet so you almost feel like you're going to fall. And like 7 out of 10 times your hands will catch you if you fall. It's a pretty good odds, so you can shift forward. Depends how interlocked you have your hands, I suppose. Take your hands to your hips. Come up to standing. And spin all 10 toes to 12 o'clock. Step your right foot in for pyramid pose. Hinge over your left thigh. With length from your pubic bone to your throat. If yawning seems necessary, you can do that. This practice, though, is like a big yawn for your whole body, right? It's a big stretch, reinvigorate, to invite in more fuel, more oxygen, more life. Lift the front of your pelvis about 1 centimeter. Bow a little deeper. Come to halfway lift. And twist your left arm open to the sky. You can take your hand on a block or not. And lengthen through your spine and twist. Through your thoracic spine, only the upper thoracic spine twists, and the hips are level. Good. 3, twist, twist, twist. 2, and 1. Go to low push-up. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Shift your weight forward to high plank. And cool, drop your bum. You're strong. You're strong. We're going to take 8 counts to lower down. 8, head upward, forward 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lie on your belly and interlace your hands behind your tailbone. Turn your chin to face the front of your mat. Lift your shoulders, lift your chest, and lift your feet. Lock your elbows. Soften your elbows. Yeah, it'll give you more access to opening your chest and shoulders. Lift up for 3. Dustin, lift your hands off your tailbone. I know it's like excruciating. Lift. Yes. 2, if it's true for you, you can, right? And you must. And 1, come down, turn your left cheek to the floor. Interlace your hands behind your back once again. And go up, locust pose. Press your feet to the back wall. Lift your chest. Elevate your vision for what's possible here. And release. Turn your right cheek to the floor. Bend your knees, catch your ankles, or the tops of your feet. And take floor bow. Kick your shins back and reach the balls of your feet to the ceiling. Lift your heels, kick your shins. Let your chin drop. Stay. And release. Bend your knees and take floor bow one more time. And create this one from the space of center, from the space of love that you are. Up and back, spread your toes. Come into what's possible out of the enduring of this and come into like being the creator of your experience in this. Smile, little, it helps always. Stay, I know, stay. If it's true for you, stay. 3, lift up. 2, ujjayi breath. And 1, release. Oh, so much drama when you release, hey? I was in getting a pedicure today, and they were playing soap operas in the pedicure place. And the same actors were on these soap operas from when my mom used to watch it when I was like 5. I'm 44, you guys. And these guys are like sad-ass old actors now.
Young and the Restless?
So much drama. No, Days of Our Lives. So much drama. I was like, wow, they even have that still? People could just do yoga and get all the drama that they want in their lives, right? Make your way to downward facing dog. None of you guys create any drama in your practice, eh? No. Come to your knees. Stand up on your knees for camel pose. Ustrasana. If you have a block handy, just put it between your thighs and give yourself a little more stability here. If you don't have a block handy, pretend you have a block between your thighs. Use your imagination. Lift your heart. Press your hips and go up and back camel pose. If you can see the wall comfortably behind you, then go ahead and reach for your heels. But no, there's no prize for that either, right? Like, just work with what's true for you. Carol, move your hips forward, forward more. And your fingertips aren't a kickstand. They serve to make sure you don't spring forward. That's all.
How's that?
Whoa, better, beautiful. How's that? 3, 2, and 1. Come to child's pose or hero's pose, your choice. Hero's pose is just sitting on your knees, or hips to your heels. Child's pose if that feels good in your body. Take your second set of camel. Up you go. Press your hips forward, lift your heart up and back. 5, up and back you go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come out, take child's pose, everyone. Ujjayi breath. Press your hands into the floor, turn your toes under, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pop your feet through to your hands. Lie down on your back for bridge pose. Press the floor with your feet, lift your hips to the sky, interlace your hands underneath you. You can rock your shoulders, underneath you. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. Use your legs. Yes. Lower down. Take a breath in and a breath out. Go to bridge again. Press your feet, lift your hips. Pressurize your heels so that your chest moves up towards your chin, and you really feel this in your legs. You guys, back bending is in your legs. Fire them up. Feel the fire. The tapas, the healing, cleansing fire of your willingness and enthusiasm is alive and well in your thighs right now. Yes. Come down. Breath in. Breath out. Bridge pose, go up. No, just bridge. Do bridge right now. Just do bridge. Yeah, I know you're so, she wants to go to wheel. Rush the process. But I just read Garen's 40 days practice in the book today, and it was like 3 bridges, 3 wheels. So we'll do what Erin asked us to do today. And come down. Down. Take a breath in. Let it go. Wheel pose. And if it's not true for you, bridge and don't make a story about it. No drama. This is a drama-free zone. Right now, up you go. 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Come down. Breathe in. Ready, set, go. Up you go. 5. Oh, 4. Lift. 3. Press in your heels. Use your legs. 2. And 1. Come down. Breathe in. Let it go. Let your head go. And then go up. Last one. Wheel pose. Up you go. Stretch your heart to the back wall. Breathe. Stay. 2. And 1. Come down. Take Supta Baddha Konasana. Everything neutralized here. And back to your center. Bring your knees together at center. Hug them into your chest. Take happy baby pose. You can catch your feet or behind your knees if that doesn't work so well. Just pause here. Stretch your feet straight up to the sky. Take your hands behind your head and lift your head, neck, and shoulders off of the earth. Lower your right leg down about 2 inches off the floor. As you bring your right leg up, your left leg moves towards the earth. Good. Do 10, 9, 8, slow and steady, 7, no rushing, 6, 5, 4, turn your inner thighs down, 3, 2, and 1, bring both feet back up to the center, bring your hands beside your hips and lower your legs down 30% of the way. As you press your heels out, draw your femur bones into your pelvis and press your low back to the earth. Lower down 60%. 2 inches off the floor, look to your toes. And bring your legs all the way up. 30% of the way, yeah, good recovery, Carol. Being 60%, you were about to give up and it wasn't true, right? 2 inches off the floor. Take yourself all the way up. Yes. And then 30% of the way last time. Come out of it's hard, just do it. Be in it, smile, 60%. 2 inches. All the way up. Bend your knees, hands behind your head. Take bicycle twists for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach behind your knees and rock yourself up to easy boat. So hands behind your knees, draw your chest up to the sky. Thoracic spine in, not quite that easy, Kelly. Lift your heart up high. Okay, now reach your arms to the sky. Reach your arms way up. And stretch your legs straight up. 3, lift high. 2, bend your knees, catch your big toes. Straighten your legs again. Up you go. Lift your chest towards your thighs. Rock forward onto the front of your sits bones. Or rock back like a weeble wobble. And open your legs wide. Reach your sternum up and through. Your chest comes through. Shoulders back. Stuff happens, yeah. Bring it back to center. Bend your knees and place them on the floor. Take your right ankle and place it up over your left thigh for seated half pigeon. Have your hands behind you and use them to press your chest forward. Flex both of your feet. Steady your drishti. Your internal drishti as well, right from your center. And you can turn your fingertips out to the sides or pointing towards you and lift your hips to the sky. Lift your hips high, 3-point tabletop. Press down to go up for 5, 4, lift your tailbone, yes. 3, 2, lift up, lift. And 1, come down, extend your left leg straight out in front, take a seated spinal twist. So left elbow will wrap around your right knee, right hand behind your back. Reach the crown of your head up as you inhale. As you exhale, squeeze your belly, soften your right shoulder blade back. You inhale to find length, and exhale to twist. Keep your right bum on the floor, you guys, yeah. And then come into double pigeon from here. So simply tuck your left ankle underneath your right knee. Sit up tall. Double pigeon doesn't work for you. Seated half pigeon, you can go back to that. You can use some blocks. You can make it possible for you. Let your spine awaken and rise. Reach your sternum towards the front of your mat. Gently roll yourself up. Unwind and take seated half pigeon on the opposite side. Left ankle over your right thigh. Hands behind you. Powerful, intentional spine. Take 3-point tabletop, lift your hips. And send your gaze to the wall behind you. Steadiness and ease in your breath, your body, and your way of being. If you want ease here, be ease. Drop your bum to the floor, extend your right leg out in front, take seated spinal twist. Right elbow around left knee. Sit your spine up tall. Left hand behind you to prop your spine up. Yeah, and as you inhale, find as much length as you can. As you exhale, squeeze your belly and twist. Be inspired to seek the truth. Be inspired to move from your truth. Out of the concern for looking good, out of people pleasing, and your truth driving your life. Come back to center, take double pigeon. Have your right ankle under your left knee, sit up tall, and if it's possible, hinge forward. Some days it's very different in this posture, practice to practice, moment to moment. Extend both of your legs out in front. Sweep your arms to the sky. And hinge forward from Paschimottanasana. Catch your feet or your calves. Perhaps use a strap. Just take this really passively here. Let your head bow. Just like let it go. Slowly roll yourself up, slide your fingertips behind you, facing you, and lift your hips to the sky in tabletop. Up you go, hips up, heart up for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your bum down to the floor. And you can choose here, shoulder stand or headstand. If you have headstand and it's true for you, then do that. If you want headstand, work towards that. Shoulder stand, reach your feet to the sky. Headstand, ground your elbows into the earth. Nowhere to go, we're not going to get done. Shoulder stand, take plow. Headstand, pike. Halfway down. Pause. plow pose, draw your knees around your ears. For deaf man's pose, headstand, touch your toes to the floor, and find child's pose. And roll yourself out. Take happy baby. Touch the outer edges of your feet. Open, relax. Extend both legs out in front of you on the mat. With your hands underneath your bum, palms down. Lift your chest for fish pose, Matsyasana. You'll press your feet to the front of the room, get them active, and lift your chest like two giant hands are pressing your shoulder blades up off the floor to the sky. Ujjayi breath. Find foundation, your feet, your hands, and your core. Lower yourself down to the earth, hug your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg, and take a spinal twist. Come back to center and take your spinal twist in the opposite direction. Left knee comes in, right leg extends, and go over. Come back to your center and find your final Shavasana. out through your mouth. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And take a big stretch up over your head. Gently roll yourself to your right side and pause. Pause to experience this moment. I invite you to slow down, to be with the people in your life, to really listen, and to allow your truth to move you. Bring yourself up to a seated position, your hands in front of your heart. We'll close our practice with an Om. Take a deep breath in. Bring your thumbs together at your forehead center. And together we bow and say, Namaste.